Hey, beautiful. It's Risa coming to you live on Friday for some heart to heart conversation. I am thinking about you today. If you are in that place where you're just feeling trapped, you're feeling stuck, you're not happy, and you're struggling with that question of whether to stay or go, and type in, say hi, say yes if that feels true for you right now. If you're in that place where you're just feeling really stuck and kind of trapped in something that's not working, and you just feel like you're kind of spinning your wheels. So today, I have 3 really powerful tools for you so that you can start to get on the path to finding the peace and the clarity that you need. Does that sound good? Type in yes if that sounds good to you. Would you like to be able to move ahead in your life with a little more peace and a little more clarity right now? A little more strength? So I'll tell you what doesn't feel good is when we're in that place of when we're feeling that way, when we're feeling trapped, we're feeling stuck. That's what doesn't feel good, is us feeling powerless. And I am, first, number one, wanting to remind you that you are not powerless, right? We don't have control over other people. I know I tell you this all the time, but it's true, right? We don't have control over other people and how they're showing up. And that's like the big mistake that I made and that I see so many people making, is that right, we just get very focused on what's that other person doing, and trying to get them to be different and change, and so that just creates a lot of frustration and resentment for everybody. And so this is tool number 1, is if we can just get our focus back on ourselves. And I know I tell you this all the time, but it's kind of like, I know it's easy, right? It's easy to just get really focused on our partner and everything they're doing that's making us unhappy. But you know that old Native American proverb, when you're pointing a finger at someone, there's 4 of them pointing back at you. So this is tip number 2, is, well, number 1 is let's get the focus back on ourselves, what we have control over, right? And right, we don't have the power to change anyone else and control everyone else, but I really want you to get it, that you do have the power to choose how you want to show up for yourself right now in this situation and how you want to respond. And so tip number 2 is a little bit of a mindset shift. If you're in that place where you're just feeling kind of stuck and not, maybe just feeling like you just don't have a lot of power to affect any change right now, is just to shift the question from, be like, why is this happening to me, versus what is this here to teach me right now? What if you are in the exact place that you need to be in your life to learn what it is that you need to learn for yourself right now? And I say that in total love. And it took me a long time to really understand this, but if you can hear this, it's really even not about the relationship. It's really about our relationship with ourselves. And that's where the clarity comes from. This is the relationship clarity process that I use with my clients, is that this is really about us getting in alignment with ourselves, darling, and looking at any old patterns. We all have our stuff. There's good reasons why we're in the relationships that we're in right now. We all have our patterns that are running that might not be so healthy. And if you are in that place where your discontent is rising to the surface, and you are at that place where you know something needs to change, as uncomfortable as it is and as difficult as it is, I actually see that as a really positive thing. This is a really gross analogy, but it's like a pimple that it's been there for a long time and it's really infected, and it's like it's ripe for the popping. All right, I'm sorry, this is really gross. But it's like, it's time. If it's up for healing, right? And I know there's a lot of good reasons why we feel stuck, why we stay in things that aren't working for us. Of course, it brings up so much fear, so much to consider. And just, there's the sort of the practical level, which I believe, everything's figure outable. But there's the emotional level, and so we've got to deal with that first, and that's really what the focus is today. So tip number 3 is If we could just, again, get your focus back on yourself, and just for now, would you be willing to just focus on your own self-care? Maybe I don't like the situation, but I can take care of myself in it as you're on your path to figuring out what you want to do. And so part of that is acknowledging how we feel. And a little bonus tip in there, you guys, bonus tip. Because when we're, and this is perfectly natural, like when we're in resistance to what we're feeling, that doesn't feel good either. That creates a lot of internal stress. So just to sum up, let's get our focus off that other person, back onto ourselves, self-care. What do I need to do today to just take care of myself? Right? Focus on self-care. Acknowledge how I feel. Maybe you want to do some journaling. And, that's a really good way to release, so we're not holding all that stress inside. What do I need to do to take care of myself today? Acknowledge, just to myself, acknowledge how I feel, is get honest with ourselves, and it's okay, however you're feeling, it's okay. And, and what is it that I have an opportunity to learn about myself right now? And I'll invite you, if you want some more support, I opened up a few more spaces in my calendar next week for any of you who are recognizing that it is time, that something needs to change, and you want some support and releasing anything that's been in your way of getting the clarity you need so you can move ahead in peace and confidence and clarity. This is a complimentary relationship clarity session. It's a private 30-minute Zoom call where we'll just talk about what are the challenges that you're experiencing right now, uncover what might be at the root of those challenges, what are the patterns that might be at the root of your challenges, and where do you feel like you're getting stuck at? Help also get really clear on what you want and what you need moving forward, and then I can make some recommendations for you as far as what I see are going to be the most important things that you need to focus on in order to be able to move ahead in your life and get the clarity you need. And if I feel like I can help you and you feel like you want more support, we can talk about also what it might look like to do some coaching work together. But there's no obligation. Put a link in the comments. Go ahead and click that link if you want to grab one of the spots on my calendar next week. All right, I love you guys. I'm happy to support you. I hope this was helpful for you today. Give it a thumbs up if it was helpful. That gives me some feedback as far as how I can best support you. And just remember, you're not powerless. This is all in your hands right now. You have a choice. And you can either get happy in this relationship or you can get happy out of it. And I know it's not that simple. It's not easy at all. That's why I'm here, and that's why I do the work that I do, to help you get to that place of clarity where you can move ahead confidently and take whatever action, make whatever decision is going to be right for you. And just do something nice for yourself this weekend. Right? Take a breath. I know that's a lot, and I hope this doesn't sound like harsh or judgmental, but I just get really fired up because I see so many women, especially like coming in here into our group, and I just feel like I want to remind you, you're in charge. You are a powerful creator, and you're in charge of your life, and you might not feel like it right now, but you do have the power to choose how you want to respond and how you want to handle this situation, and it starts by you choosing how you want to show up for yourself, my love. So I'm here for you. Go ahead and click that link if you want to jump on my calendar, but let's get the focus back on ourselves, focus on self-care, and let's start to think about what is it that I have an opportunity to learn about myself right now, to come into greater loving relationship with myself. So please be compassionate with yourself. Please be gentle. I know it's like not usually probably how we are with ourselves, right? But happy to help you if you want more support. All right, I love you. Remember to just take good care of you, even if you can, just a couple minutes at some point. during the day, what can you do just to make yourself, help yourself just kind of come into center and relax. I love doing the thing where you put your hands on your heart. You see me do it all the time. And just take a few deep breaths. And just whatever you can do, even if it's just a few minutes, to just take care of yourself physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Some deep breathing goes a long way, even just a few deep breaths. All right, sending you lots of love. Click that link if I can be of support to you. We'll see you soon. Bye for now.